again with another live. And yes, today we're here to talk about me constantly losing money. And I'm laughing because, I don't want you to cry at my pain. Because, I mean, this is old news, but, say it ain't so. I was trying to, I didn't really want to look at the whole Voyager situation because, it's not my biggest where I had most of my crypto at, but obviously it's one of them. So today we're gonna talk about what's going on with Voyager, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do because I've already orchestrated my exit based off of what happened with Voyager. So first we're gonna get an update from one of these creators that I watch. His name is Mike the Investor. We'll roll a clip and yeah, we'll go from there. So let's do that.
Welcome to the MTI Show. I'm Mike the Investor. Now, a couple days ago on July 13th, the VGX token pumped over 600%. And some of you may still be wondering, why did that actually happen? But I also want to touch on this rumor that is going around on Twitter, such as the July 18th pump BGX. So basically, a company called Metaform Labs put out a tweet talking about they're going to orchestrate a pump for the VGX token to $5. And I want you guys to be careful with this because most of the time, even though they put out reasons on why, but most of the time when we see a pump for anything, we don't know when it's going to happen until it happens. And so I just want people to be careful. I'm not, accusing
I wouldn't touch anything dealing with Voyager. I'm not even gonna hold you. After this whole situation, and I'm gonna tell you how much I lost and all that stuff in a second.
them for anything. I don't even know who they are. But at the same time, we want to be careful that you're not being used for, exit liquidity or, whatever it may be, right? So just be careful. So let's briefly kind of look at the article on this. So according to Crypto Potato, Voyager Digital's VGX skyrocketed 600% in a massive short squeeze. Now, if we move on down here a little bit, here's kind of just the chart. It says VGX briefly hit $1 hours later in another short squeeze event in the crypto markets. Now, a short squeeze occurs when an
And interestingly enough, it's still up. I'm checking it right now. It's at 53 cents. So it was at, what was that? 30, 38 cents. And it went up to almost, I'm looking at the daily. That's today. It went up to almost $1. So before that, it was going all the way down to like 20 cents. And now it's back up to a decent amount, like 53 cents, which isn't bad. But it's been as high as $3. So it's pretty interesting.
investors bets that the price of an asset will drop. However, the heavily shorted asset goes up fast instead, thereby forcing them to close their positions, meaning they have to buy back. So the recent frenzy of the hashtag pump BGX July 18th may also have helped catapult some of the price action, maybe some of the FOMO or some of the hype, right? And so the campaign to pump the token was initiated by a Twitter account called Metaform Labs. And I'm going to show you that tweet here in a second. Now, they claim to be a bunch of very early crypto investors. The overall goal is to ensure Voyager has enough on the table to function as they were before the implosion of the Three Arrows Capital. Now, Metaform Labs, however, asserted that they have not initiated the pump. Now, the group has been orchestrating a major pump to a target level of $5 for the VGX token and anticipates an industry-wide run to hit on July 18th.
So let me just be clear. So they're predicting the what, $5? I bet you it wouldn't get over more than $2-3 before people tried to sell out of it. That's kind of how I made my money on Dogecoin because everybody was saying it's going up, it's gonna hit $1 once Elon Musk announces it and da. And they have this saying where it goes, you buy the news, buy the rumor, sell the news. You know what I mean? Like for you smart people. So basically, I was like, this is too good to be true. I sold it and I made a decent amount of money doing that. And I started to buy some, maybe ones at like 10 cents, and now Dogecoin's at 6. So you know.
This is what they have to say here in parentheses. So Metaform Labs says we anticipate a market-wide green wave by then. Mid-month, plus some of our members have positions they are reluctant to close or not able to close till around mid-month. So it works best for us. We also anticipate a good outcome and release from Voyager by then. So I don't know if these are insiders or anything of that nature. And here you can see Metaform Labs. They have about 2,200 followers, following about 104. And so
Yeah, that's not enough.
I'm not exactly sure, who these people may be. I'm see by the thing check. Nothing is ever guaranteed. And so they could be going off of people's emotions because a lot of people.
Yeah, so pretty much that was his conversation. Now let's get to what I lost, because the thing that's so interesting about what's going on with Voyager is basically they gave their money, they loaned their money to A3 Capital or something like that, for the tune of about $650 million, which included Bitcoin, and it included Bitcoin and USDC, which neither I hold in my account. So I just find that really interesting that I got to take a loss, and I don't even own any Bitcoin or USDC. I put about, I'm down $1,600 in this portfolio. I put about $3,400 in this account. So it says it's valued at about, and I mean, like I said, this is one of my smaller accounts. I think I only opened up Voyager to buy TRX because it was one of the cryptos that I was interested in, and I couldn't for some reason buy it anywhere else. Now I wish I did buy it somewhere else, but neither here nor there. So I've got about 20,000 TRX, which I've lost $400 on, $408 to be exact. I've got some CKB. Some of this stuff is stuff that people just told me about, and I'm like, to get in early, I just threw a little bit of change in it. So I threw like 500 in there, and now it's only worth $200. So I'm down a substantial amount of money on this, but I would just love to be able to get this TRX out of there. I got some BitTorrent as well in here. That I lost like $700 on that, but oh shit. Sell BTRX. I think this will let me sell. I'm so confused. 20. Let's see what happens. I tried to sell out of it. I wish I could show you. It said trading pairing is, because usually it won't let you do anything. Slide. It says trading pair TRX to USD is not enabled. Well, F y'all, because y'all are holding on to my money. According to what's going on, they're saying that we might get some of this money back. I'm going to roll the next video of what Mike the Investor was talking about, because this is what I'm doing next. I already bought. It's called Cold Wallets, Cold Hot, and what is it? Crypto Hot and Cold Wallets. So all of my cryptos in hot wallets. And now I'm thinking about taking like where the accounts where I have a significant amount of money in, I'm thinking about putting it in a cold wallet. So I already bought one and I started looking into it. So yeah, shout outs to Mike.
Welcome to the MTI Show. I'm Mike the Investor. Now in today's video, we're going to be looking at some crypto basics, different type of crypto wallets. What is a hot wallet and what is a cold wallet? We're going to be looking at, the definition between both of those, and also some different wallets that fall in that specific category. Now, the beautiful thing about both of these wallets is they give us full access to our cryptocurrency.
All right, nothing against Mike, but I want to get something with some good animations in it. So I'm gonna see if I can find a different cool wallet, a different video. What about this one? This one went viral.
I've been getting paid $1,000 a month, if not more, just from this app on my phone. And I don't know if you can see this, but it's called...
Hey crypto friends, welcome back. So today we are talking about hardware wallets to keep your funds safe. Now these devices may look very strange to you, but who knows, perhaps one day everybody is going to be carrying one of these around in order to really protect and safeguard your cryptocurrency funds, because without these, anybody can hack your computer, you can get a virus on there, somebody can snatch your phone, and then you just lose control of everything. In a devastating moment, your life savings would just vanish overnight, disappeared into thin air to some random blockchain. But the ideas I would actually recommend and which grief in the future for you. Let's get into it. Quick pause. This video is sponsored to you by the visit. Essentially rip through the packaging because they... So I went ahead and ordered a bunch of these. You know what the problem is? I can't return these, and the reason is that they make the packaging tamper-proof. You have to essentially rip through the packaging because they don't want people returning these items. The problem being, once you get one of these and return it, you may already know the passphrases for these, and then that person may load their funds onto the hardware wallet already belonging, and initialize to somebody else. And so there's a bunch of precautions that these companies will take. But for example, you can see that this packaging you essentially have to rip through to open. You know, the Trezor packaging, it was so difficult to open, I had to just break it apart. And you know, some of these, they will have hologram seals on the side where you can ensure that these have not been opened yet. I've seen some threads online where people say you should not even buy from Amazon because, you know, even if you were to order this brand new from Amazon, there's some concerns that you could be getting a fake version of it because Amazon may be mixing supplies from various different people and retailers. And really the only way to secure yourself is to order straight direct from the manufacturer to your house. So what do we have here today?
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I'll cancel mine and now I gotta look into that.
This one is the Arculus card for your hardware cold wallet storage. We also have two ledgers, the popular Ledger Nano X and the Ledger Nano S series. We have the Trezor Model 1, which is another very popular wallet. There's also the SafePal S1 wallet. This is the only wallet invested in by Binance, the largest exchange in the world. And then just for fun here, we also have the SafePal Cipher, which is essentially a metal card system where you can engrave your passphrase on. So we're going to compare these and talk about which one I would recommend. The short answer is probably going to be the ledgers, but let's talk about this. Now, from a security standpoint, what a hardware wallet really does is that it puts your security key, your private passphrase, onto this device and it never leaves this device. And so anytime that you need to sign a signature or something like that, or sign off for a transaction, it will encrypt that signature and send it to your computer. So the passphrase always remains on the device. And even if your computer gets totally hacked with malware and there's a screen recorder or key recorder, the idea is that your computer does not ever have any secret passphrase on there anyway in the first place, and so it makes you unhackable. People would need to gain access to this device for the actual passphrases, and it never leaves here. Now the Arculus, quite modern, quite new, and very slick as well, in which the idea being that you just take this card and you tap it against the back of your phone, and that will enable transactions, essentially using three-factor authentication using your phone's biometric sensor, a PIN code, and then something that you have being this card. Now the Arculus card costs about $100. As slick and innovative as this is, and I like where the concept is going, I have a number of problems with this, one being that this does not support DeFi, MetaMask, lending, earning, staking, contracts. You know, what you can do with this is you have a very simple basic app in which you can just send funds to and send funds out of. And that's essentially it. And they support a very limited few number of tokens and blockchains out there. You know, ideally, I think that all of these hardware wallet systems should be able to allow you to interact with DeFi contracts. They're probably working on this, but this being so new, they don't have support for that yet. And then the other issue I have with this is that I believe it only supports a single wallet. You know, it's just one card per wallet. And there's this concept known as plausible deniability, which is what you need against the $5 wrench attack, which is the idea that, you know, if somebody finds this, they're going to maybe rob you, physically coerce you into unlocking your funds, and they want to get access to whatever's in here. And if you have a substantial amount of funds in here, then you'll be forced to just reveal that. Plausible deniability is being able to say, well, hey, you can get this, you can open up the wallet and there's nothing in there. You know, this is kind of a software fix actually. If you can just say that perhaps entering a different PIN code, it would unlock a hidden wallet in which you have your actual real funds, and then using another PIN code, it unlocks another wallet that you could hand over to the attacker, like how people sometimes carry two wallets at the same time as they're traveling. And so these are just considerations becoming more relevant in the age of crypto security. Now, the idea behind the Arculus card is that when you need to make a transaction, you just tap it to your phone and it will approve the transaction. And there's been some confusion. It's still not 100% clear whether the passphrase exists on the card or actually does the passphrase just exist.
I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. This is boring as hell. I'm bored. Anywho's, let's see what else we got. I mean, that wasn't really okay. This is probably
very easily. Let me think. Coinbase.
All right, I'm just gonna give y'all the information that y'all need because I'm bored watching it, and I'm gonna have to watch it again once I get my ledger. But my cold wallet. So this is another guy how to set up a cold storage wallet for crypto and NFTs. So, anyways, yeah, my bad. I just got bored watching it, and you probably now it's for y'all. I'm sorry. Maybe all right. I'll stick through this one. This one I had started watching this earlier. This is a little bit more interesting.
The real crypto enthusiast will tell you that you have to get a cold storage wallet. And I'll be honest, the first time I heard that, I thought people were putting crypto in like a freezer or something. But soon I realized they were talking about something like this. Having a cold storage wallet just like this Trezor is the safest way to store your crypto. If you're new to my channel, my name's Ryan Pineda. I'm a real estate investor and entrepreneur. Multiple businesses doing millions of dollars in profit, but the one industry I'm more excited about than anything, including real estate or any of my other businesses, is the crypto industry. And specific people understand purchase wallet is an example of a cold storage wallet. It's called a bunch of them. But I would guess Trezor's probably the biggest and most well-known. They all do have other models. Now, before one of them, your desktop or even your iPad. And that's the beauty of the hot wallet. Because it is so easily accessible, you can buy and sell crypto right from anywhere. The downside of the hot wallet is it's much easier to get hacked. If somebody remotely gets access
or people just keep your crypto like Voyager did
to one of your phones or computers, they have the potential to take your assets in your wallet. And that's why any crypto enthusiast will tell you you've got to get a cold storage wallet like this one. Now, in order to set this up, you're gonna have to have some kind of wallet that you're transferring funds from. So in my previous video, I showed you how to set up a Coinbase account and get money on. I also showed people how to set up a MetaMask account, which is a form of a hot wallet. MetaMask is probably one of the biggest hot wallets, and the reason that you would choose MetaMask over Coinbase is that MetaMask is decentralized. If anything happens to Coinbase while they have your money, then you're kind of screwed. If the government wants to go take the money or Coinbase gets hacked, your money is at risk. But on MetaMask, because it's decentralized, you are in complete control of your wallet. Now, assuming you've got a MetaMask or a Coinbase wallet with crypto on it, the first thing you gotta do is transfer it over to your cold storage wallet. Let's go on the computer right now and set this Trezor wallet up. And by the way, while I'm unwrapping this, if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure that you go NFTs and everything. To know too, while I'm opening sealed, if somebody opened it, do not use that wallet. All right, so once you open the box, you get a whole bunch of stickers and stuff.
So for those of you that are just now new and just gotten, not new, but just getting here watching, basically, I had about 3,400 in Voyager, and then recently, like 2 weeks ago, they seized assets and you can't deposit new stuff in and you can't withdraw it. So now I'm in the process of going through, I already bought a cold wallet that's getting sent to the crib, and we're gonna basically set that up, and I'm taking some of my crypto off of different networks.
Obviously, you don't really need those.
So y'all here
really the main things you need are number one, your cord, and number two, the actual wallet. First thing you're gonna do is plug this wallet in to your computer. Now, I've actually got a different cable to do this because my Mac doesn't have this old USB anymore, so I've got the same cable just with the USB-C. All right, once you go on, your computer is automatically going to detect your Trezor, and then it's gonna take you to their website right here. So first thing I'm gonna do is go to the desktop app and download the Trezor app. So go over here, I download it, Trezor Suite. Now, I am going to go over to my applications, All right, so as you can see, we are going to set up a device. So we're going to begin the setup, and we're going to go to create a new wallet. Now, if you had a previous wallet, you could actually recover it right here as long as you have your seed, which we are going to talk about here in a sec. But for this video, we are going to now just create a new wallet. So I've never used this device. I actually just bought it. It's brand new. So let's check Trezor. So as you can see, they're saying make sure that it is sealed. We talked about that before. So the seal was okay. Great. Now the Trezor is almost ready. So let's continue. First thing we have to do is install the firmware. So right now it is getting installed here on my Trezor. All right, now once the new firmware, doing that.
I'm bored again. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm over this. If you don't have a, if you decide to get a cold wallet, then you can go through this process. But if not, I mean, it's pointless for me to be sitting here watching this with you guys because I don't have mine and you probably don't have yours anyway. So that's all I got for y'all. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Hit the like, comment, share, subscribe.